are going to start with RAM and RMM. So first, please try and understand RAM is relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass, and RMM is relative molecular mass. So in relative atomic mass, it is atom of an element. Atom of an element. And in relative molecular mass is molecule of a substance. Okay. Now, atom is very small. It's beyond our imagination. So it's impossible to find the weight of an atom. So here we try to compare it. So here when we are trying to compare it, we call it as relative mass. So here we are trying to compare it with hydrogen and C12 isotope, that is carbon isotope. When hydrogen was used, it worked out as 1.008, wherein in hydrogen you have 3 isotopes. So therefore hydrogen was discarded, and later the mass of the element was compared with the carbon 12 isotope, that is 1/12 the mass of carbon 12, that is 1/12 into 12, which come to as 1 AMU, wherein AMU is atomic mass unit, or as we can say U, that is unified mass. So based on this, we will see the definition for relative atomic mass with respect to hydrogen and with respect to carbon 12 isotope. So relative atomic mass with respect to hydrogen. In this, it is a number that represents how many times one atom of an element is heavier than one atom of hydrogen whose weight is taken as unity. That is, RAM is mass of one atom of element divided by mass of one atom of hydrogen as unity. And when you try to learn the definition with respect to carbon 12 isotope, 1/12 it is the number that represents how many times one atom of an element is heavier than 1/12 the mass of C12 isotope. So I'll write mass of one atom of element divided by mass of 1/12 of carbon 12 isotope. Now we will say relative molecular mass. So now in this I have told you all, you have to use a molecule of a substance wherein you are using one atom of element. In that you have to use the word as molecule of a substance, that is relative molecular mass. Relative atomic mass with respect to hydrogen is the number that represents how many times one molecule of a substance is heavier than one atom of hydrogen taken as unity. Same way, relative molecular mass with respect to 1/12 the mass of C12 isotope is the number that represents how many times one molecule of a substance is heavier than 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 isotope. Now in this, the next important concept what we have is your gram atomic weight. So when the relative atomic mass, when it is expressed in gram, we call it as gram atomic weight, or we call it as gram atom. Now we will try to solve some of the problems, that is to calculate the molecular weight and to calculate the percentage composition. Now we will solve how to calculate the molecular weight of the following. Now please remember, atomic mass of each element will be given to you all. The first one what you have is K2SO4, that is potassium sulfate. So in this, the molecular weight, or you can say relative molecular mass, is equals to, you have 2K, that is 2 times K plus 1 time sulfur, that is atomic mass, you are writing the atomic mass, plus 4 times oxygen, that is atomic mass of oxygen. So here you are already given the atomic mass, so we'll just substitute it. 2 into K is 39 plus 1 into sulfur is 32 plus 4 into oxygen is 16. So 39 twos are 78 plus 1 into 32 will be 32 plus 16 fours are, yes, it is 64. So do the addition here, 78, 32 and 64. 8 plus 2 10 plus 4 is 14, carry over 1, 7, 3, 10, 16 and 1, 17. So here the answer is 174 AMU, okay, or else it is 174 U. Second problem, you are given FeSO4 dot 7 times water. So relative molecular mass of FeSO4 dot 7H2O is equals to, you have 1 Fe, so 1 time the atomic weight of Fe plus you have 1 sulfur, so 1 into atomic weight of sulfur plus 4 times oxygen, 4 into atomic weight of oxygen plus. Now when you have dot over here, write plus. So here plus 7 times water. So we can just write it in other way round. So now this 7 is applicable for hydrogen also, 7 is applicable for oxygen also. That is 7 into 2, that is 14 times, 14 into atomic weight of hydrogen plus 7 into O, that is 7 into atomic weight of oxygen. Okay, so I'll just substitute a value. 1 into Fe is 56 plus sulfur you are given as 32 plus 4 times oxygen you are given as 16 plus 14 into hydrogen is given as 1 plus 7 into oxygen is 16. So 1 into 56 is 56 plus 32 into 1 is 32 plus 16 fours are 64 plus 14 ones are 14 plus 16 sevens are is 112. So just do the addition. 112 14, 64, 32 and 56. So 6, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 carry over 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. Carry over 1 and 2. So here it comes to as 278 AMU. Or else, instead of writing this, you can also write it in other way round. That is 1 into Fe plus 1 into S plus 4 times oxygen plus 7, take it common and find the mass of water, that is 2 into H plus 1 into oxygen, that is 1 into 56 plus 1 into 32 plus 4 into 16 plus 7 times 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16. Okay, so it will be 56 plus 32 plus 16 fours are 64 plus 7. To the addition, 2 ones are 2 plus 16 ones are 16, which is coming to as 56 plus 32 plus 64 plus 7 times 2 plus 16 is 18. So 56 plus 32 plus 64 plus 18 sevens are 126. So do the addition. 126 plus 64 plus 32 plus 56. 10, 16, 17, 18. Carry over 1. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 5, 17 and 2. So this will come to as 278 AMU. Third one is ammonium carbonate. So you all also try to solve this. Relative molecular mass of ammonium carbonate is, now please see here, this is a radical and this 2 is outside the bracket. So this 2 is applicable for nitrogen also. Same way it is applicable for hydrogen also. So that is 2 times N plus 4 2s are 8 times H plus 1 time C plus 3 times O. That is 2 into nitrogen atomic weight is 14 plus 8 atomic weight of hydrogen is 1 plus 1 into atomic weight of carbon is 12 plus 3 into atomic weight of oxygen is 16. So 14 2s are 28 plus 8 1s are 8, 12 1s are 12 plus 16 3s are, what it is? 48. Yes. So we'll add it. So it will be 48, 12, I'll write 28 and last 8. So when you are adding, please check your numbers. Okay. So 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 8 is 18 and 18 plus 8 is 26. Carry over 2. 4 plus 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is coming to as 96 AMU or 96U. Now we will solve, calculate the percentage composition of phosphorus in calcium phosphate. Now here you are not given the formula. So how you are going to deduce the formula? Already you all have learned by crisscross method. That is calcium phosphate. Calcium is Ca, phosphate is PO4. So please write the valency. Calcium is 2 plus, phosphate is 3 minus. So you will remove the sign and you will interchange the valency. So here 3 will come and 2 will come here. So the formula will be Ca3 PO4 2. So when it is more than 1, you are going to use bracket. So PO4 twice. So using this formula, you are going to calculate the mass percentage composition of phosphorus in calcium phosphate. So first in this, you have to calculate the relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass of Ca3PO4 twice is equals to 3 times calcium plus. Now this 2 is outside the bracket. This is applicable for phosphorus also. Same way for oxygen also. So 2 into P plus 4 2s are 8. So 8 into oxygen. So that is 3 into atomic mass is given to your calcium is 40 plus 2 into phosphorus is given as 31 plus 8 into oxygen is given as 16. So 3 into 40 is 120 plus 31 into 2 is 62 plus 16 into 8 is 128. So just add this, that is 128, 120 and 62. 8 plus 2, 10, carry over 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 3. So this is coming to as 310U. Now you are asked the percentage composition of phosphorus. So you have to find the relative atomic mass of phosphorus. So the relative mass of phosphorus is, now in this compound you have 2 times phosphorus. So 2 into P, which is equals to 2 into atomic mass is 31, which is coming to as 62U. Now use the formula for percentage composition. So the percentage, mass percentage of phosphorus in calcium phosphate is equals to mass of phosphorus upon the relative molecular mass into 100. So which is equals to mass of phosphorus is 62 upon relative molecular mass is 310 into 100. Do the calculation here. So 62 into 100 divided by 310, which is 0, 0 cancel, 31 ones are 2s are. So 2 into 10 is 20%. So the mass percentage composition of phosphorus in calcium phosphate is 20%. Calculate the mass percentage composition of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate. Now here you are given the formula. So first calculate the relative molecular mass of ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3, that is 1 into N plus 4 times H plus 1 into N plus 3 times O. So substitute 1 into atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 plus 4 into 1 plus 1 into again 14 plus 3 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So substitute, calculate 14 plus 4 plus 14 plus 16 3s are 48. So do the addition, 48, 14, 14 and 4. So 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 4 is 20. Carry over to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which is coming to as 80 AMU. Now you are asked to calculate the percentage composition of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate. So the relative mass of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate is, now here nitrogen you have 2 times, so it will be n into 1 plus, again you have one more n into 1. So 14 into 1 plus 14 into 1, which is equals to 14 plus 14 is 28 AMU. Now you are told to calculate the mass percentage composition. So mass percentage composition of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate is equals to mass of nitrogen divided by relative molecular mass into 100. You all have to write the formula. So here the mass of nitrogen is 28 upon 80 into 100. So do it. 2 4s are, 2 1s are, 2 4s are, again 2 2s are, 2 7s are, 2 1s are and 2 5s are. So 7 5s are 35%. So the mass percentage composition of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate is 35%. This is one more type. MCl2 is a chloride of metal M. Write the formula for nitrate, oxide and nitride. Now here you are given the metal M, okay? So you have to assume it as M itself. So I'll write MCl2. So here you have to find the valency for M. So as we have studied with the crisscross method, chlorine we have valency 1 minus. So what will be the valency of metal? It will be 2 plus. So consider this metal is having 2 plus valency. Now based on that you have to write the formula for nitrate. You know the metal valency is 2 plus. Nitrate is what? Yes, it is NO3 1 minus. So what will be the formula? Again with the crisscross method, M, NO3, 2 and 1, interchange. So it will be 1 and 2. So it will be M, NO3 twice. That is for nitrate. Second we'll go for oxide. Again we know the valency for metal is 2 plus and oxide is 2 minus. Okay. So we'll write 2 and 2. So interchange the valency. So this 2 will come here, 2 will go down. It is divisible, so it will be 1. So what will be your formula? It is M1 and O1. Now usually we don't write 1, it is understood. So the formula is MO. Let's go for the third one. You have nitride. As you know the valency for metal, it is M2 plus. Nitride. For nitride, we write N3 minus. So remove the sign. So it will be 2 and N is 3. So interchange the valency. So this 3 will come over here and 2 will go down. So M3 N2. That is the formula for metal nitride. We come to an end with the chapter. Please try to solve the exercise. Thank you.